What's going on YouTube? It's Matty with FusaroFitness talking about common mistakes people make when cutting. I got this question. People want to know what are some mistakes that I've made before and what do I see people make. So let's get into it. One of the first things I would talk about is people not knowing what their primary goal is. People who are overweight looking to lose weight simply focus too much on what the scale says. Is your goal really to just drop 10 or 20 pounds? Or are you looking to recomposition your body, maintain some of the muscle, or even gain some muscle while dropping a little bit of fat, which can be done for people who are new to training or who have never experienced strength training before. So understanding your goal is of primary importance, which kind of leads into when I said, do you really just want to lose 10 pounds? Or are you focused on a body recomposition? Do you want to look better, not just focus on what the scale says? You should be taking weekly or bi-weekly pictures of yourself or a video diary of the process so you can see the physical changes. Every time you look in that mirror, the chances are you won't see a difference, but other people will. So don't rely too heavily on the scale because those day-to-day or week-to-week fluctuations will happen and will probably end up disappointing you. Focus on how your clothes fit and look at the pictures and see yourself visually changing over time. People not understanding macronutrients. I can't stress this enough. This is probably going to be your best friend and most important piece of the puzzle. I have a video called What Are Macros if you're not familiar with them. Real quickly, they are your proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. They are what matter. They make up your total caloric intake for the day, and you can manipulate them how you want in order to reach your goals. So I highly recommend getting a basic foundation and knowledge of what macronutrients are and how to track them. Going on a diet, which eventually implies that you are going to come off the diet and bringing you where? Is that going to bring you back to your old lifestyle habits of where you eat normally? Because you lost your 20 pounds, you were happy while you were on the diet, now you're going to come off it and go right back to where you started. Fad diets, I'm not a fan of. Diets that cut out complete macronutrients or restrict your foods and calling foods healthy and unhealthy, clean and dirty, I'm not a fan of. That's why going back to understanding macros is going to help you reach your goals. Doing way too much cardio. In my opinion, cardio should actually take a back seat to strength training and nutrition. While cardio has a ton of health benefits and cardiovascular benefits, what it's simply doing is increasing your caloric expenditure. It's helping you burn more calories, which if that puts you in a deficit will help you lose more weight. But it's not the end-all be-all. You actually can lose weight by doing zero cardio if you track your macronutrients, and if you're eating in a deficit by the end of the day consistently over time, you will continue to lose weight. But I do not recommend cutting out cardio completely, whether cutting or bulking. I'm just saying it shouldn't be a primary focus while you're trying to reach your goals. A lot of times what people do is they cut down the intensity tenfold when they're strength training. They're worried about putting on too much bulk or size when they're trying to lose weight, and they end up losing a ton of muscle mass and lean muscle tissue while they're doing all their cardio and their nutrition is not on point. Lastly is going to be patience. You have to be patient. This takes time. Unless you are truly set and this is what makes you happy, by losing 10 pounds. So if you weigh 300 pounds and that scale says 290 in a month, if that genuinely makes you happy, that's completely fine. But I don't recommend just focusing on the scale. Be patient with it. Make sure to try and retain or gain as much strength as possible even while you're cutting, which means do not reduce the intensity in the gym. You may have to reduce the volume a bit because you're not taking in as much food. You may feel a little bit more lethargic because you don't have the calories to back up your training like you did when you were bulking or maintaining, but don't make that an excuse to train without intensity. You should still be in there trying to keep and maintain as much strength and muscle as possible in the gym. So, after all that ranting and rambling, what it really comes down to simply is understand your goals, understand your macronutrients, don't just go on a diet, don't do too much cardio, don't reduce the intensity in the gym, keep training your ass off in there. Take weekly and bi-weekly pictures so you have something to look back on, or a video log or diary of your journey to wherever you want to be on the way to your goals, and be patient. And that's pretty much it. There really is no secret to it. Really understanding the macros and focusing on your training is going to be the key in losing weight and reaching your goals. So that's pretty much it. If you're interested in seeing a video on some of the mistakes people make while bulking, click that like button or the thumbs up down below and I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Until next time, I appreciate the support as always. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and I will catch all of you in the next video. Take care.